How many of them can you put away at one go?
I think I said 27. Yeah. I was trying to beat my sister, but that did not happen.
That's incredible. That, I think, is a feat that any adult in this room would be proud to be able to say they can do.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that he had a grueling schedule to do of Rangoon and he was leaving, he still made the time to revive the classic that he and Gulzar Saab had, composed all those many years ago that so many of us have grown up on, and helped us to revive the nostalgia. So he'll be joining us up on stage. But today we've got a really, really special guest as well. When we in India learned that Disney had greenlit The Jungle Book, it was one of those really emotional things for many of us here in Disney India, because it's been a film that so many of us in India have grown up on. We all remember watching the original classic. We all remember, the bare necessities and Mowgli and Kaa and Bagheera and, Sher Khan, and we've all grown up on those characters. But just the fact that it was going to be done in live action, the fact that it was going to be, given the Disney magic, and the fact that there was going to be a little Indian boy, an Indian-American boy called Neel Sethi, who was going to be playing Mowgli. That, of course, for us was a really big deal, because the fact is, and when I call Neel up, I'll ask him to say a few things about it, is that Neel is actually the only living thing in the film. Technology has grown to the extent today where everything else that's in the movie and that's in the trailers that you've watched, and when you finally watch the film, is actually not living. He was performing the incredible feat of acting on a soundstage in LA, like he was in the middle of the jungle with all these creatures, but actually acting to blue screen and acting to, the sort of directions from people about who he should be imagining that he's watching. So that's really quite incredible. What we also decided to do was that we wanted to treat the film like an Indian film, in most respects. One is, of course, we've got the English version, but we wanted the other versions, especially the Hindi version, to be one where you actually don't even know that it's a film that's been made for audiences, around the world. Because effectively, you've got Neel playing Mowgli, and all the other characters, once they're voiced by Indian characters, so the film can actually be treated like an Indian film in all respects. So we got Irfan, we got Priyanka, we got Shefali, we got Bugs Bhargav, we got Om Puri, we got some incredible talent on board to voice the different characters in the movie. And when you watch, please do watch both the English version and the Hindi version, and of course the Tamil Telugu version if you know the language. Because the way that we've actually been able to transliterate the language, we've not just translated it, we've actually tried to keep the essence of what was being said on screen intact. And the artists have done a really, really incredible job. And now, I'd like to present our very own Mowgli.
Hello.
Hello. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
You need a mic.
Ooh, I got a mic.
Why don't you sit? So Neel, welcome to India.
Thank you.
This isn't your first trip here, right?
No, I've been here like 6 or 7 times. I think.
Okay. Do you have family here in India?
Yes, my grandparents are here, and
Okay.
a lot of my cousins.
Awesome. And what do you like about India the most?
Probably that it's so different from usual New York where I'm from, and it's something that you always have to if you're looking, it's such a big, cool scenery, and it's I don't know, it's just so different and cool. And
I heard you have a special fondness for Golgappas.
yes, definitely.
And how many of them can you put away at one go?
I think I said 27. Yeah. I was trying to be my sister, but that did not happen.
That's incredible. That, I think, is a feat that any adult in this room would be proud to be able to say they can do.
Yeah.
So you're here with your parents? Mm-hmm. Okay. A big round of applause for them too. Thanks for coming. So Neel, you know, you are a star here in India already. I think you know that, right?
Yeah, I saw that back there with like everything Jungle Book. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So I think everyone here would love to know what the experience was like of working on the Jungle Book.
Well, it was so cool, but different apparently, but because I've never done this before, so I think this is normal, but it's really not. So I just kind of went along with it because I didn't know what to do. John was like, do this. I'm like, okay. Because I don't know what to do, so I just do whatever anybody tells me to do.
So John, who is a director and who's also directed Iron Man, I heard that there was an interesting way that you guys shot the song Bare Necessities.
Yes.
How did you shoot it?
Well,
Because in the movie currently it's got you sitting on top of Baloo and going down the stream, and that's in the trailer. But that wasn't really happening, right? Because you guys were on a soundstage in LA.
no.
So how did he get you to shoot that?
Well, that was probably the most real scene we've ever done because it was actual water in an actual water tank. And there was just like a big lump of styrofoam with like a fuzzy brown carpet on top that I was just laying on. And John was like the head leaning back. He got into the water and he was just leaning back. And when Baloo splashes me, I don't know if that's in the trailer, but oops. It's really...
It is, don't worry.
It is, okay, good. It's really funny because John is actually splashing me and not Baloo, and so it was like he likes to change it up so I don't get bored of whatever we're doing, and it was like something funny. I was like, oh my god, because he actually splashed me, so I actually had a real reaction, and it wasn't acting. So I was just like, I splashed him back because.
So you were actually acting with John and with like sort of the other people on set pretty much all through, trying to act like they were the characters in the film, right?
Yeah, it was really cool.
Excellent. What was the audition like?
The audition. Okay, I was in a Bhangra class actually, and
You were in a Bhangra class?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Indian Bhangra class.
Does everyone want to see a little Bhangra from Neel?
I was
Little
not-
bit. Just a step.
I didn't hear this before. No one told me this.
Okay, you guys have to provide the percussion, right?
I'm just gonna raise my hand. I don't know. It was a long time
Well
ago.
done,
I don't
well
remember.
done. And I heard the first thing you did after your audition was go out and eat a hot dog?
Yes, I did, and that was probably one of the highlights of that day because I was really hungry, and my dad said,
I don't think the Disney executives want to know the highlight of the day you did the audition was eating the hot dog. Okay.
my dad said, if you do good, you could get a hot dog. I was like, okay.